January 8, 1919, in Slabtown, Missouri. His parents were Felix J. and Laura Sykes Pogue. Brothers and sisters of Roy included Eugene Pogue, Verna Mae Whitaker, Rosabelle Kitchen, Marjorie Lewis, Nina Sigmund, Thelma Aidslinger, and Goldie Cohen. He was united and raised with Gladys Griffin on March 16, 1940, in Poplar Bluff, Missouri. Roy was also the father of 3 children, Donald, Sandra, and Gary. Roy Pogue entered the service of his country on August 22, 1944, from West Palm Beach, Florida, and was then sent to Camp Landing, Florida, Fort McPherson, Georgia, and then to Camp Hood, Texas, where he received his basic training. In January of 1945, he left for England and then Germany. Although he trained for the infantry, he was transferred to the Tank Destroyer Unit, Battalion 84, in January of 1945. He was killed a month later when 3 tanks in his battalion were taken out by a camouflaged German anti-tank gun. Roy's brother-in-law investigated the area after the skirmish and reported back that 3 tanks had been wiped out and pushed off the road, not knowing that one helped his own brother-in-law. There were 7 injured and 2 killed. Roy David Pogue gave his life for his country at the age of 26 years and 9 days on February 27, 1945, in Germany. Roy was buried in the U.S. Military Cemetery in Margraten, Holland, and then in late 1945, his body was returned to the United States and reburied in Oak Grove Cemetery west of Fredericktown. The following are memories from his siblings. His sister Thelma remembers that Roy laughed a lot and sang, and was always a big tease. His sister Verna Mae remembers his great sense of humor and that he was always a happy person. He always teased his sisters. He had a favorite sheepskin coat that was kept for several years, and his favorite song growing up was Old San Antonio Road by Marty Robbins. My grandma remembers him and looked up to him as the most handsome and energetic person that she knew. His sister Nina remembers him as being a big tease and a fun-loving brother. She remembers that he had a special tap dance that he would do after making one of his sisters mad. She remembers that he was a handsome man with big blue eyes, long black eyelashes, and dark curly hair. His sister Goldie loved to hang out with him, and he liked to play the guitar and sing. Memorial services were held for Private Pogue at the First Baptist Church of Farmington, Missouri, on March 16, 1945. This memorial service was held on the 5th wedding anniversary of the private and his wife. A large representation of the Walter H. LePere chapter of the American Legion Auxiliary, War Desk, and a number of servicemen home on leave attended the service in a group. There were many sorrowing relatives and friends in attendance. Following the benediction, Mosquito Turk sounded taps. Both of Roy's sons visited the site of the battle in later years and say that the German gun, which was taken out by our troops, was left as a memorial to those killed in the area. And I would like to thank the Madison County Historical Society and the Pogue Family Book for my information.
Thank you, Regan.